In terms of the financial attention,
Yeah.
I think we need to note as well that it goes beyond your household. It goes even to your family members, how your partner responds when there's a need, where you come from, where I come from, how you respond when there's a need. Also, it falls under financial attention, because there are situations where my mother or my siblings will need something, and then that will require us to assist.
Hi guys, welcome to Worth Living. My name is Kamo and this is my lovely wife.
And my name is Mercy.
Oh, great. So it's great to be back again. We thought we should just start off by thanking you so much. The good news is that we've just went over 100 subscribers. It is quite
a milestone.
A milestone
Great
for us and you guys. So thank you so much for your support, for subscribing, for your comments. So a big shout to you guys, your likes, and if you continue to do that, we'll continue to reach out to a wider audience, because our intention with this channel is to share the experiences that we have, and those that we think can help other people out there. They can remind you of the things that you know, because we're not sharing anything new. And if we continue to do this, you guys continue to share, we grow and impact even more people. So big ups to you guys, 100 subscribers. Make sure you encourage other people to subscribe as well. So today, what are we talking about, love?
We are talking about kinds of attention in marriage.
Wow. And in relationships.
And in relationships.
Great.
So, you know that situation when you tell somebody like, my friend, he's not giving me attention.
Yeah. And
most of the time when you talk about attention, you're probably thinking somebody's on a phone and you want to talk to them, but it goes deeper.
Just a question, to you. Or even to you guys, you can talk about it on comments as well. Who do you think needs attention most? If we were to choose between guys and girls, men and women,
I think ladies needs attention.
Or rather, my question should be, who do you think likes attention most between men and women?
I think it's women.
Okay.
I think it's been, but one thing I
realized, you can go on and attack her. It's not my answer; it's her answer.
But so, you know what? I don't know. I think it goes back to the society and the community. It goes back to how you were raised. Some of us, or different types of people that I've even spoken to, they were raised in families where they were crushed most of the time. They had low self-esteem. They were not sure about themselves. Some grew up without fathers. Some grew up in distorted families. So when you come into marriage or in a relationship, if I never had a dad, I'm definitely gonna need a dad, that attention of a father from you. So it goes, I think women are emotional. So with the background of whatever that you would have gone through, so you are bound to demand different kinds of attentions. So women, because we are emotional. But I think even men, just that men don't know how to. It's my observation. Please don't attack me. They don't know how to express themselves like women.
Well, I'm not every man, but of course, generally that's the case.
Yeah.
And I think I wanted to say, women rather are able to express better. Right.
Yes.
For us and most of other men, won't be all men. We tend to harbor a lot of things in us, and sometimes it's really difficult to tell how we feel, because we don't necessarily want to share. Of course, when I'm with other guys that I trust, I open up. I even talk about you. I even talk about you, and I think it's the thing with people that that, you know, when you are in a circle of people that understand you, you are able to open up more, right? So yes, loves, let's get into it. What
we're getting into it, and you're saying a very, very important point now. Like when you're with your friends, you're in a circle where you are comfortable to be in, right? So which is what we are getting into, because marriage or relationship, it's a relationship where you should create a platform that you're talking about, that you'll be having with your friends, where you are comfortable to express yourself, or even tell or share the type of attention or the kind of attention you need. You know, so we've got we've got different types of attentions that we need. You know, the emotional attention.
So men and women.
Men and women.
Okay. Yes. So let's start off with emotional attention. What attention? What is that?
What attention is that? Okay. You know, there are times where, as a lady or as a man in marriage or in a relationship, you're going through something, and you are actually looking for somebody to share that particular thing with, and somebody that is going to say the right words. And many a times I've found out that in different relationships or marriage, you'll find out that a lady or a guy has a girlfriend or a boyfriend, a male friend or a female friend. Because most of the time I hear them saying, but I have a female friend, she gets me more than my wife. You know, he gets me more than my husband. Why? Because he is giving her the emotional attention that the husband is not giving. Just know those right words, those comforting words, those, and it's something that I've realized in a lot of relationships, that there is a lack there, the emotional attention, and that is what most of the time will lead to infidelity.
So that's true, and I just want to add to that point on emotional attention that you need. And I know we are saying that, you know, mostly ladies are able to express when they want that kind of, or it's easier to tell. And I think it's the same with men as well. We need attention, emotional attention, but rather what we tend to do is we want to make a solution by ourselves first. If I've been frustrated at work in that particular day, I would rather, you know, just, you know, find a space for myself to collect myself first before I can even tell you about it. Sometimes I won't even tell you about it. But one of the ways that you can tell when I need attention is in the way I act, right? You will tell me, honey, my day was bad. This is what happened at work, and I'm able to listen to you. And you know, giving attention doesn't necessarily mean I should advise you. Okay,
just giving an ear,
giving emotional attention. It just, you know, it means listening to you, and you know. And sometimes I don't have to, you know, tell you now this is what you should do going forward, so that, you know, you don't get hurt like that. It's just to be there with you. So, and sometimes, you know, that just helps, you know, being there for you.
It does. So it's one important attention that, as couples and in relationships and in marriage, we need to really, really look into. It's very, very important, because a relationship that starts through a talk connects more. Because once I have somebody that gives me emotional attention, that I can offload to, that I can tell my cries, I even tell that person what my husband did. You know, I share everything. There's gonna be that connection that's gonna lead to something else. So it's one thing that we need to look at as couples, to understand that you need to be there for your partner. You need to give your partner emotional support, emotional attention, which most of the time, I'm telling you, it's something that we overlook in a lot of marriages. Your partner will come and will tell you what happened. Sometimes you just tell them, no, it's going to be fine. And that's it. Because we ladies, we are people of details. You know, I wanted to tell me, you know, it's going to be fine. Remember one time this whole thing happened again. You know, we went through the same thing and you managed, you know, those type of words. But, you know, it's something that we really need to look into deeper.
So just the warning, guys, and what you already said, that when you open up, you know, to the other person that is not your partner, there's a risk of attaching your emotions together, and what tends to happen is one thing leads to the other, you know, and you get into situations that compromise your actual relationship. So if you can avoid you know, discussing things that are, you know, deep, rather get a professional like a psychologist if it's something that it needs that level of attention. So just be careful in that regard. So what will be the next
and just before we go to the next point, I think it's also important that before they could even go for a counselor, one important thing that we like talking about, communication. Let your partner be aware that I need you to listen to what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
I need you to hear what's troubling me. Because I think what tends to happen is that I tell you what I went through today, and then you just say to me, no, it's going to be okay. And then you move on with your day. And then I don't want to express to you, like, love, I need you right now. I'm not in the right space. What's going to happen is that I'm going to SMS that particular friend. And that friend is obviously going to give me that attention. You know, it's gonna listen and listen, you know, to what I'm gonna be saying. So before we could even refer to a counselor, I think it's also important that we communicate. You know, babe, I'm not looking for a sexual attention right now. I am looking for an emotional attention. I want to talk. Let's talk. And we women, when we talk in details. Let's go into details. You know, touch my spirit, touch my emotions, my mind, my soul, my spirit. You know, it's something that we truly, truly value as women. That type of a talk, you know.
Okay. Yeah, so you've already spoken about sexual attention. Is that the next one? Or am I off topic?
Yeah, no, there is the sexual attention.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
You wanted to talk about the other one before that one?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is it?
You lead us. I think the sexual attention, guys, I know that when you're in marriage or in a relationship, we both have sexual needs, right? But I think it's I don't know. I've heard that men are sexually wired. Okay, like for lack of a better word.
Women are also sexually wired. Even better wired than us.
You know what I mean. So let's talk about your area.
What? I don't know.
Okay, maybe you know what I mean.
But what I can say is, you know, I think it's straightforward. You know, when it comes to sexual attention in a relationship, it's very important if you're in a sexual relationship, right?
Yeah.
And the simple thing is, if you don't give each other sexual attention in your relationship, one of you is going to find it outside. It's just a matter of time, okay? And you know, the point I wanted to say on this this type of attention is that we men, we express it more than women. Okay? I'm straightforward about it. And I understand. When it comes to sexual attention for women, gentlemen, they need time. I know you know. They need time. You don't just turn off the light and say, you know, let's get it on, boom boom. They need to see that from earlier on in the day. Say nice things to them. You know, send them something different, flowers if they like flowers. My wife doesn't like flowers. She's in the flower business. So for her, she sees flowers as money.
I love them though.
For him, flowers is money. And you know, if it means you send her a text message, not a WhatsApp message, or you send her a specific you know, or rather an explicit voice note or a photo, that can only be between the two of you, right? If it means that, please do that so that they warm up and, you know, they get ready for that time. You know,
I think we also need to note that sexual attention goes beyond intercourse. You know, because I think in a lot of relationships and in a lot of marriages, I think we limit it to intercourse, the actual intercourse, but it's broad. You know, and there is need to incorporate all those other, you know, sexual components that make up the sexual attention. You know, there is need, even though even if the talkings and the SMSs that you send during the day are not gonna lead to the actual intercourse, but I think it's important that we don't only in marriages run to the intercourse part and just label it as sexual attention, just that, because there is a lot that you can do around the sexual attention. You know, I think even complimenting, you know, we women, sometimes we have issues with our bodies, sometimes we have stretch marks, and then we feel like we're not confident anymore. And you know, it even goes to that level. I love your boobs look good, you know. You know, such things.
Yeah,
you know?
and you know, while you're on that, when you're talking about what you're talking about is reality, and I think a lot of us, we are misled by media, right? Media shows everything that's perfect, but and that's why I think a lot of people go around looking for that perfect person, and you never find them, right? So the important thing is to appreciate the person that you are with, right? If you, honey, you think I have one pack, what is it that I can do to get a six pack, right? And what is it that you can do, you know, to lose a bit of weight? You understand? I need to be there for you, and I need to affirm to you, as you are saying, to say, you know, you're still beautiful to me, and beautiful doesn't mean only her body. It means what we talk about, the experiences that we have, the memories that we have, the things we say to each other. So all those things are important. It doesn't just boil down to the body.
Perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
So the next one is financial attention.
It's financial attention.
Yes. Men don't like money. Men don't like money.
Are you speaking on behalf of all men?
Yes, all men. We don't like money.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We obtain money to give it to certain people.
The Bible says money answereth all things.
So money answereth emotional attention, sexual attention, and financial attention. All right, jokes aside. So I think you know, when it comes to finances, as she said, the Bible says money answereth all things. What that simply means is, I mean, it's quite evident in the times that we live in. Nothing you can do without money, right? You're not gonna tell someone you love them and that's it. That's for free, right? To say some things for free, but you need to spend a little bit, you know, to appreciate someone, to show someone that you support them or you are there for them. And I know most of the time, you know, it seems like women are the ones who want to be given money. And I know I usually don't ask money from you. I don't know. It's just my thing, right? And if so I usually don't ask money from you. And I rather be the one that gives you money. And it doesn't mean that in situations that I don't have money for that particular thing, I cannot ask money from you, or you see the need. And sometimes you spoil me. So for me, being given money, you know, I rather give away money. It's true. I get a lot what I'm saying.
True. It's true, baby. You don't need to show it.
It's true, right? Yes. So although I'm not saying men don't need financial attention, we do need financial attention. For me, financial attention is in terms of, you know, is my wife helping me to do a project that I'm doing? Is she putting in money, you know, to support the work that I'm doing? I think for me to her would be things like just giving her money for no reason. You know, sometimes I just, you know, take out some money, give it to her, or send her some money, or buy her airtime. She has airtime, I just buy her airtime. Anything that involves money that I do for her, she really appreciates it, and I do appreciate it, even if I said under most circumstances I don't really care.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, one thing I've picked with a lot of relationships and a lot of marriages is that in a setup where you have divided roles at home. Say I'm gonna focus on the school fees and then buying food, and then you're gonna focus on maintenance of the cars or the mortgage or whatsoever, right? And then I think what tends to happen with people that I've spoken to, with an observation that I've made, is that the man or the wife or whoever in the relationship will feel like, because we are in this together, whatever you buy with your money, that's fine. It's our money. Not realizing that, but I want something that you can actually buy for me from your side. And other couples, they do like co-joint savings and all that. So it doesn't give the man or the wife privacy with the finances to be able to do some surprises. So I think it's important for those couples that have taken that route to at least leave some.
Yeah. So have some money to remaining to spoil
exactly
your partner.
Yes, because if all the money goes to one partner, for example, I know of a certain couple that all the money goes to the wife, right? And then most of the time the man doesn't have any money. So when there is situations where it's birthdays or it's Mother's Day, it's Valentine's Day, I mean, what's the man gotta do, man?
Because he sent all the money.
He sent all the money. So it's important to leave some for such things, because I think now we're going to the material attention now. We're going to the material attention. Financial and material attention, they're both attached. But if the finances, I think we need to be wise with how you do the division of the savings of the money in the house, so that you leave some for that financial and material attention. Because even if he sends all the money to her, there's going to be a gap for the flowers, for the chocolates, for that, because you're going to be seeing other women receiving those things. And then you'll be wondering, but my husband is not doing that. But then everything is in the plane, everything is in the package.
Yeah, and I wanted to say, while you're speaking of that kind of a setup, right? I don't believe all women are good with money. Neither all men. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I know it's traditionally, I mean, around our culture, right? It's like that. You take the money and give it to the woman.
Yeah.
And I know several conversations I've had with women at work, at church.
Yeah.
They rather be the ones to manage the money, and it could be for a specific reason. Maybe the husband is not that good with money, or he drinks all the money, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean because the woman traditionally they were given money, they're actually good with money.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, she's going to buy trees and flowers, all the money for the garden.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean. I think the important thing is for both of you to understand your strengths.
Yeah.
Right. And when it comes to money and dealing with money, I know that I'm good in certain things and you're good in certain things, right? There's some things that I learned from my parents. There's certain things I learned from your parents, right? When it comes to money. And we need to understand that we shouldn't just, focus on the fact that this is how things have been done before. If the other person is good with a certain way of dealing with, if she's good with saving, as she's good with saving. I'm not good with saving. If you're good in saving, you should be the one to handle the savings and all of that. I'm good at buying. I'm very good at shopping. I'm very good at spending. Right?
Yeah. So like in closing, in terms of the financial attention, I think we need to note as well that it goes beyond your household. It goes even to your family members. How your partner responds when there's a need, where you come from, where I come from, how you respond when there's a need. Also, it falls under financial attention, because there are situations where my mother or my siblings will need something, and then that will require us to assist. But
and it should always be the two of us.
Yeah.
No money in the coming out through the back door.
Yeah.
Guys,
because I think wow, that's an important one. I think it's also important, like it goes back to honesty. It goes back to that emotional attention that we're talking about, where I come and I tell you there's an issue at home. My siblings, they need money for school fees, or they need money for this, and then you give me an ear. It goes back to that one. And then when you don't give me an ear, and then you start saying, but that person has parents, the mother and the father are there, but you understand the situation better because you're talking about your sibling. And then when you start not giving me that emotional attention to be able to understand where I'm coming from, that's when now there's going to be dishonesty going into the point of financial attention, where now I'm saying it goes beyond your household setup to a point where it touches even your siblings, even your relatives. So it's also important that we need to look at it, that it goes beyond just our household. So guys, it's important. Give ladies money and give men money. So yeah, just that $200 from your wife, take, go out with your friends.
Guys, money is the not number one. It's one of the top three reasons why
people
divorce and breakups.
Yeah.
So be careful with money. Money. Financial attention. All right, what is the next one now?
So that's a story for another day.
That's a story for another day.
I think the other point we had already touched it. It's about the material attention. Where you buy stuff for me and I buy stuff for you.
Yeah. But honey, I want to ask you a question, right? Yeah. When it comes to buying things for each other, is it important for you to buy me something you think I need or something that I told you I need?
Both.
For an example, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to buy me a phone, there's certain brands I like, but you can go to the shop and see a certain brand
that I like,
that you like, and I don't necessarily like. What do you
I think it depends on the type of gift that you want to get your spouse or your partner. If you need a phone, I have to play it safe because it's a surprise. I have to get those details from you. I get before time, and then I just ask you, baby, if you phone what type of phone do you need? And before I can get it. But there are other things that I think just from your heart, I can just get you nice vest,
And in fact, guys, okay, I'll tell you a story. You know, when we have this family, we always have this family
gatherings,
gift packages.
Yes.
And we exchange gifts, right?
Yeah.
I know one thing that used to happen is when they bought you gifts, they bought my wife gifts, they always bought her things that are used in the house, not personal things to her.
Yeah.
And, and I know, family, I love you. I know they were buying out of the bottom of their heart, out of love.
Very
right?
True. Very true. Yeah.
But the thing is, we needed to buy gifts that were personal to people.
Yeah.
If you buy me sneakers, they are my sneakers. I'm not going to share them with my son.
Exactly.
Well, sometimes I share my shoes with her. It's just I'm grateful that
small foot.
My size is bigger.
Yeah.
So they were buying out of love, right? But there was a mismatch, and sometimes you can say, but I know at one point it was like 4 or 5 times that
I had to say it.
You had to say it.
I had to say it. Like, guys, no, but
you need to be sure when you are buying for someone. You need to make your research. I mean,
no, true.
Do your research and find out if that's something that the person would really like. I know a gift is a gift, right? A gift is a gift.
Yeah.
But I don't wanna have a gift that I feel like it could have been better.
And you can be honest and say if I don't like it, because you understand that he did it out of love.
Yeah,
so it's
I can't stop talking about the drill you bought me, love.
I'm gonna start mentioning stuff now.
I'm still using it. I'm still using it.
Yeah, but I think it's an important point that we need to look at in relationships and in marriage.
Yeah.
What exactly your partner likes,
so,
at the same time, because what makes them happy is you getting what they wanted, Yeah, so it's not just a drill, but I get it, it's a drill, but I wanted this type of a drill. Yeah.
So guys, don't just buy something you want to buy. Buy something that person will be happy to have.
Yeah. But that situations where the wife or the partner would want something that's household wise. And then that times where they wouldn't even need that. They need something personal. I think it tends to happen a lot of times when you are now married, you've got kids and all that. It's like the mother. When you buy something for the mother, you always have to buy things for the house. So look out for that. Husbands, boyfriends,
material
we don't always need things for the house.
Okay, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I prefer just give me cash. I'll get it for myself.
No, there should be cash and there should be gifts.
No, that's true. That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. The one last attention that I think is really, really, really important.
Yeah.
you need to give each other spiritual attention.
Oh yes.
Right?
Oh yes.
There's times when I'm more spiritual than her, and there's times when she's more spiritual than me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we need to notice when there's that gap.
Yeah.
In your partner's spiritual life. You need to be there to uplift them. You need to be there to pick them up. And even if they're flying, your partner is in the holiest of holies. You need to be there to keep them going.
Yeah.
You need to, one of the things that is really important is to pray with each other.
Yes.
Pray with each other. Okay? And it doesn't have to be long prayers. I know we as a couple have a spiritual life together, but we also have individual spiritual lives. Okay? So I need to give her attention spiritually, both when it concerns both of us. For example, if you are praying for the family or praying for our marriage, or attention that is specific to her. If she's praying for her career, or she wants to go and evangelize, it's something that is burning in her heart. For example, so spiritual attention is very important in a relationship, because when everything physical ceases, we go back to God. And because in God there is hope and there's love, it's always the foundation that helps us to come back up again. So spiritual attention is very, very important.
And I think one thing that you can really do, because we are different, men are different, women are different, and you are saying a very, very important point. I think that's why with a lot of false prophets that are out there, that is why we see a lot of women. Do you understand? So they need that spiritual attention. They need the pastor to pray for them. But the Bible says, my husband is my priest. He can lay hands on me. I'm not canceling the spiritual fatherhood. It's important. That's a topic.
Yes.
That's a different topic. But I'm talking about the priest in the household, and many times you find that women are running out, they're looking for prophet prophesied like this, prophet said this, because the husband is not there to be the priest of the house. And as a woman, because I'm saying I usually see them in churches, and it's always women, like prophets, it's always women, because our priests are not saying anything, our priests are quiet, but we need that attention. A priest, it can start with just a quote for the day, send a scripture, in the evening, sit down with your family, just share a scripture. You don't even need to sit in a certain setup. Even on bed, you're just laying and then just discuss, I was reading about the book of Daniel, this is what I learned, this is what happened,
And sometimes if your partner is not as spiritual as you, and you've sort of got a gist of your spiritual life, don't undermine them, because you have to act out of love. You need to carry them with you, and you need to understand where they are in life. There is the ups and downs of life, right? And there is different times that people discover their spiritual life, their spiritual person. Do you understand? So we need to be there for our partners. And I know sometimes, we regret the relationships that we are in. And the important thing is to know that your spiritual life is not the only thing. Do you understand? And it doesn't mean you should judge your life based on that. Say, I married this guy, I thought he was gonna change. Now I'm born again. Now I'm gonna leave them. The truth is, we have, as people, we are different, and then we have things that we are good at, and we change sometimes. Okay, people change. So give them time, encourage them. If they think it's too much, watch how much you share, or how much you try to say. But act out of love, and the best will come out of your relationship.
That's true. That's true. I think in closing, we need to know that if the above, or all the attentions that we have just defined, are not met, we need to know that that's when there is less connection with your spouse. That's when you start having low self-esteem. That's when you start being like grumpy, you start not wearing properly, because it's boring. Nobody compliments you. Nobody gives you money. Nobody says anything. Nobody compliments you, baby. Well done. You did well. Well done. You know, when you come and you share with your spouse that I did this, but my boss never complimented or never gave me a pat on the shoulder. You know, but babe, well done.
You did well.
You did well.
So at the end of the day, guys, and in our next topic, we're going to be talking about, you know, how you can be happy. You can choose to be happy in your life.
Happiness.
So guys, look out for the topic, and you know, just to add on what you are saying, and in closing, of course, guys, you need to give attention to each other to grow yourself. You need to grow with each other, and you know, if you have gone ahead, you know, carry the person that you are in with the relationship. You know, carry them with you. And you know, communicate these things, talk more often, and you know, you will be a blessing to not only yourselves and your families, but to the community,
to the world.
Because at the end of the day, we are about the other person. We are here for other people. You are here for someone. I'm here for someone. So we should be always ready to impact lives positively. And again, thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like and share our videos, and comment as much as you can. Send us messages, and then we'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you.
Bye.